Hey guys, Kirsty Snyder here alongside Daniel. Excited for you guys to be on. If you're catching the replay here from mindsetmondayreplays.com, bear with me for a moment. I'm going to stream into our Facebook group. Give me just a second. Mindset Monday, huge announcement. All right, let's stream in now. The funnel team. All right, going live. Hey guys, Kirsty Snyder here alongside the Daniel Kump. When you guys on, make sure to say hi. And if you do not see the red light button in the corner, especially from the start, not anyone is live with us yet. If you don't see the red light button in the corner, right there, be sure to hashtag replay in the comments, be intentionally present, participate just the same as if you're live. When you do that, you will gain a lot more, okay? When you pop on, make sure to say hi. Let me know what city, state, country you're tuning in from. Let me also make sure that we can both be seen here on the screen.
Stand by. Boom.
Ah, there we are. There's the Daniel. I found him. How's it going, you guys? How are things?
I'm just popping a welcoming everybody in for today. The moment.
Thank you. If you guys get the tag from Daniel at any point and you catch the replay and it was because of Daniel's tag, please put got tagged in the comments. As we were going live, John Artsberger just got a platinum sale. Everyone congratulate John. What, boy? Let's go, guys. We have a huge announcement coming and y'all better be like so freaking pumped because for the 2 seconds Daniel and I just talked about this to nail down some details for today of what we're going to talk about right now. I was basically peeing my pants. So
not literally, figuratively.
Yeah, figuratively. Okay. Don't judge me.
Hey, it's all good. No judging here. Judgment-free zone.
Judgment-free zone.
Like,
we only judge on Monday, right? Oh, shoot. It's Monday. Hey, Daniel, you got a titanium cell this morning too?
Me?
Yeah.
No?
Yes, you did.
Since
I see it right here.
Did I? You wouldn't get that
Oh, no, they
notification.
upgraded. It looks like they upgraded.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Good job.
Maybe. So you know what's funny? We mentioned, I can't remember if this was a Mindset Monday or Focus Friday. We were talking about this before, but I've been tracking our sales, right? And what did we talk about before when it comes to tracking is who can remember, what were the 2 best days of the week for getting sales? What were the 2 best days of the week to get sales? Who can remember what I shared with you based on the data? Not based on DK's opinion, based on anybody else's thoughts or opinions, based on the data. What were the 2 best days of the week to go crush some sales? Who remembers? Pop it in there. Let me hear it. All right, Friday was 1. That's 1, Mike. What was the other one? Sunday night, definitely not. What were those 2 days, right?
Sunday night was
Sunday night is good.
Live
yes.
videos. For live videos, Sunday night on Facebook. So you're kind of correct in that way, just not in this.
Yeah, because the sales do come in sometimes late Sunday into Monday for sure. So yeah. So Monday and Friday, guys, Monday and Friday. Well, guess what? I've been tracking sales and what continues based on the data. What continues to be the 2 best days throughout the month? Monday and Friday.
Boom, baby.
I know that's why I love data. That's why I'm such a data dork when it comes to this stuff, because like, it's spelled out for you right here. Like when people are buying, we know that this past Friday, just so you guys know, this past Friday was our biggest day of the entire month. Biggest day of the month. We had the most amount of fast starts all in one day. And it was just so like crazy follow-up, crazy action takers. Kirsty was crushing it. I had 6 sales myself that day. John I don't even know how many. He had over
9.
Yeah, John had 9. You had however many you had. I had a bunch. Yeah, we were just crushing it on Friday because, like, again, Monday and Friday, it just, those days just work. The numbers don't lie.
Doesn't lie.
And it's a beautiful thing. So if you guys are out there hustling, I just shared a new short form video. I already published a YouTube video today. I'm probably going to publish another YouTube video today. I've been popping out content left and right lately. Brings me joy. It's freaking awesome. I'm loving what I do, getting rid of less things that don't bring me joy, bringing in more things that do bring me joy. And it's just, and you can feel it in the business, man. You can feel it with the people that we network with, you know, the vibe and just the gratitude for surrounding myself with people that literally are like pushing me to do more, like John and Kirsty and Bill and many of you guys. Like this is what it's all about, guys.
This is what it's all about.
It is what it's all about. So
like, it almost gives me chills when you say that, because you're doing things that bring you joy. Check in with yourself, all 20 of you guys right now. Are you doing something in your SHG business every day that actually brings you joy, that actually fuels your fire, that amps you up, that inspires you? If the answer is not a resounding yes, if the answer is you hesitate and you're like, well, check in, figure out what it is you can do and improve on so that you are constantly fueling yourself, feeling inspired, feeling empowered, feeling motivated. Those things can't be taught. You can come on a video like this and be like, woohoo, yeah, let's go. You can feel that way for a moment. And then as soon as you're off this live video, you're like, so like, now what? I don't know what to do. Right? You have to be doing something in your SHG business every single day that fills you up, that inspires you to take action. And it's not just a fleeting emotion. It's something that's like, this is my driving force. This is what really amps me up, like truly amps me up, rather than it being like here and there. You can't teach motivation, but the only way motivation comes is by you doing what, guys? Acting. You doing. We can't have you come on a video like this and you be like, I'm inspired, I'm motivated. Yeah. And then it's gone, right? It's gone within an hour. It's gone within probably like 5 minutes after the video ends. And then you're like, but now I don't know what to do. Now I'm this and that, right? You guys have felt that way.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know
what do I say? What do we do?
I was so amped up a minute ago. Oh, I'll go watch another video so I feel really nice and really good inside, right? The reason that motivation stays and the reason that it accelerates, August accelerator, get it?
Boom.
The reason it accelerates is because then in that moment, you feel the wow motivation, the holy crap empowerment, the real inspiration that allows you to grow. You grow by doing. You grow by acting. You grow not by listening and cheerleading, but actually doing the thing in the moment that you felt inspired. Riding into that emotion, riding with that wave, continuing in that momentum, rather than having it be a fleeting emotion. You feel me? All 19 of you put yes in the chat right now. Let's boost this into the algorithm.
Let me give you guys a perfect example. I've been doing a lot of reading, and I know, Kirsty, you've been listening to the same exact book, but I've been reading the 4-Hour Work Week, and this is like gold. This is like gold in paper form right here, because it has really helped in the last month. It's really helped shift my business into the things that do actually bring me joy. And I'm not just talking about business. Yes, business plays a big part in that, like ruling out tasks that I don't really need to be doing. I'd have tabs open on my Mac that I really didn't have to have open. I was looking at stats and data that I really didn't need to look at every day. So I started closing out more tabs. I started really only focusing on the things that I truly enjoyed doing in a business perspective. But I also started looking at what things bring me joy outside of business. So I want to ask you guys, I want you guys to put your thinking cap on here for a second. I know what Jason's going to say, but what brings you joy? Now, you personally, and don't give me something generic like spending time with family. Like, of course, right? But be specific, be precise. what, if it is spending time with family, like what specific activity is it that you like? Is it, hey, I like when we're all sitting on the couch and we're watching a movie and we have the popcorn and the Reese's Pieces and we're like, we make a movie night like that. Be specific like that. Like Jason, I know, likes riding his Harley. Like, bro, like I have had several motorcycles. I love riding. So I get that. Like, that's, be specific. For me, I love paddle boarding. And like 5 times in the last week, I've gone out early in the morning. There's a lake about 15 minutes from here. And you get out there early in the morning, like 7 in the morning, and the water is literally like glass. And there's
really
no
is.
one.
Yeah.
There's no one on the water. No, like no swimmers, no kayakers, no nothing, like no kids running around on the beach or anything. It's just quiet. And I just remember saying to myself yesterday, and I'll circle back around and get to this whole point of like things bringing you joy, right? I got out on the water yesterday and it's just me. I was by myself. My wife was, she was babysitting a dog. She wasn't there anyway. And I was literally out in the middle of the lake and I was just doing this and I was just breathing. I was just going, I'm just like this is so surreal right now. The fact that like I get to do this whenever I want. It brings me a ton of joy, and holy crap, this is amazing. And I brought my mug of coffee. I actually strapped this bungee cords on the front of the paddleboard and I strapped my mug of coffee to it. I just had to make sure I didn't fall over and spill it. And and it has a lid. Don't worry, it has a lid on it. And I got out to this dock, which is like, there's a kids camp where there's no kids because the kids are out for the summer. They're all going back to school. And there's a dock out in the middle of like the water and you can just basically paddleboard up to it. And I just sat there in silence. I had my feet in the water and I just sipped my coffee and I was like, this brings me joy. This is so awesome. And it's like, I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to think about like how to start taking the things in your life that don't bring you joy, getting rid of them and start bringing in the things that do bring you joy. And I'll give you one more example and then I'll shut the hell up because I know Kirsty wants to talk. Is last Friday, you guys ready for this? Last Friday, I took Friday off, which meant no Focus Friday, no wake up calls, no other meetings, no other nothing. I took Friday off. And the only reason that I literally occasionally got online is because sales were popping like crazy. So that brought me joy. I was okay with checking my sales because I had 6 sales. John had multiple sales. Kirsty had multiple sales. Many of you guys had sales. It was our highest sales day of the month. So trust me, I was okay popping online to check sales, but I took Friday off. You ready for this? I took Friday off to prove to myself that I could do it. So in other words, I condensed all of my weekly tasks that need to get done, making short form videos, YouTube content, all that other stuff. And I just scheduled it to go out on Friday like normal. And I literally spent the day hanging out with my wife, paddleboarding, eating great lunch, and then occasionally checking sales and chiming in with my team. And I did it to prove to myself that I don't need to give myself mindless tasks every day that eat up my time and don't bring me joy. And I just want to give you guys this example that like, you can make it happen. You can go through and figure out what you don't need to be doing and figure out what you do need to be doing, things that do bring you joy. And guess what? I took Friday off. Think about this. I took Friday off and I had 6 sales myself. Our team had the most amount of sales on the day that I took off. So think about that. Like, what does that say? That tells you that like, if you stay organized and driven and you focus on the things that you do enjoy, you can still get really awesome results. You don't have to just be tasking and doing mundane, monotonous things that you think are working, but they're really not.
Yep. There's a huge difference, you guys, between being busy and being productive.
Huge.
If you guys have tapped into, let's actually go there right now. If you guys have tapped into, I'm going to share my screen here. It's going to let me. Let's go. Right here. Okay, if you can see my screen, put a 2 in the comments right now. I know you guys can. I do that for algorithm purposes. Okay. The funnel team, when you tap into this training right here, which is one of our first ones, because why it starts with mindset, setting the stage. This one right here. Isn't it this one? I think it is. Let's just make sure. Aha. Yes, it is. Okay. This one right here, you guys, third tab. This second video here, goal setting and accountability. This PDF goes through why what Daniel just said is important. It gives a different spin based on the words he chose, but it's literally the same stuff. We found ourselves, Daniel and myself included, I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same. We found ourselves doing things that we were just used to doing. Like Daniel taking 20 to 30 minutes every single morning, checking his stats, pulling the emails that work, putting them in a spreadsheet, doing all these things. He likes doing that. So part of him's like, I like doing that, it fuels me up. I like being able to see my data, whatever. Now he does it once a week and it probably takes about the same amount of time.
Yep.
So he went from, let's see, about 4 hours a week doing that because it's just a habit. You just wake up and you just do it.
Yep.
To now giving himself awareness for why that's not needed and how he can literally fifth his time doing it in a more productive, efficient way, where now he's spending time with Katie paddleboarding rather than feeling like I have to clock in and do this, that, which all these things are good. Him checking his stats, his data is not a bad thing. But could there be something in your life that you either chop out completely or you make smaller where it's more productive and efficient, faster, production based rather than busyness? Because go ahead.
Let me just drill down on exactly what you just said. So in these two books, so The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, okay? This book here talks about literally as you get going on your entrepreneurial journey, as you start your business, as you are, looking to increase your efforts over time. Obviously, it talks about production and it talks about tracking everything you do, literally everything.
Yep.
And I was tracking to what Kirsty was just talking about, looking at my stats every day. I was spending, no joke, about 30 to 45 minutes daily. Because I go across 4 email accounts. I look at that. I look at my YouTube stats. I look at, a whole bunch of other sites every day. And I was doing that every day. And I realized that was sucking up about 30 to 45 minutes of my time that I could literally condense down to 1 day a week. And I could, in about 30 to 45 minutes, I could do everything that I was doing. So instead of like taking my time and meandering through all the different tabs, all the different stats, I was like, yeah, I could do that. And I am a data guy, right? But do I need to do that every day? I had to ask myself a tough question. Like, do I need to do that every way? Do I still Jones be like, I want to click on the tab, but I don't, right? And so I track everything I do. So that's one, right? Now, 2 is this book here talking about literally minimizing the activities that you're doing and focusing on the things that generate leads and sales, like really drilling down. So like the combination of these 2 things right here have enabled me to focus more on the things that bring me joy. Number 1, most important. And number 2, generate leads and sales, the productive stuff that I actually like doing, that I get the highest output and the highest result from versus little mundane things. And I remember last Friday, my wife and I, it was like 10, 11 a.m. We were like literally right in the middle of the pond and we were just rowing. And I remember looking over at her and I just said, I was like, this is so much better than just being on a webinar right now. Like this is like, I just remember looking over at her and I was like, is this not like an awesome day so far? And she's like, yeah, this is great. And it's like, and it's like, I just proved to myself. Go ahead.
You proved to yourself that you could do it by doing it, but also understand the reason Daniel feels he can do that and has proof he can is because he has done what you guys don't have to do. All of the training website, tapping into all this stuff, the replays, the know-how, the step-by-step, we've gone through the trenches for you so you don't have to. So the more people you can impact and have them get in where you're not taking so much of your time the way that we have, on your behalf, essentially, allows you to accelerate your business faster. But as I said on Friday, you might be consistent as all get out. Your struggle right now is one of two things. Either you suck with consistency, or you're consistent as all get out, but your content needs an adjustment, right? So as a recap with that, you've got to get to a place where you can be doing the things that bring you joy based on you being consistent and practicing the things that maybe right now are like, oh, I don't want to do that, right? Get yourself to a point by being consistent and adjusting your route just a teeny bit, just a hair, just a little bit for increasing your content, your charisma, your way in which you close a sale, the way in which you impact people. All of that did not happen overnight for us. It's not going to happen overnight for you. But when you align yourself with the end result and you act right now from the end result, it will happen faster than you think. Yep. Deal?
Let me just
add 22 of you put deal in the chat. Do it.
Let me just add one other thing to that too, because I know like you can't just, and this, I've been talking about this for like the last couple of weeks in a lot of my content, my videos. You can't just hustle and grind all the time. You literally have to find balance. And this goes into one of the trainings in our site, which is when I talk about time blocking. This is exactly where that comes into place. So you can't just hustle and grind 24/7 and literally put like your family on the back end and put all your other stuff on the back end and only focus on your business. You also have to find balance where it's like you have your hustle and grind time, and that's got to be consistent. And that's like, if you want to get those results, but you also have to have time to do the things that bring you joy. So not just joy in your business, but also joy in your personal life as well. And that's why I asked the question earlier, what brings you joy? Like you specifically, and focus on that. And I'll tell you, and this is how you get your overall vibe and energy up. And this is what's been happening with me, where as I am paddleboarding and I'm breathing and I'm enjoying and I'm just like soaking it all in. The sun is beautiful. The water's beautiful. Like everything is just like, oh, guess what happens during that time when you're just focused on you? Your vibe and energy are higher, and you just get flooded with so many ideas of things you can do for content, things you can do to like build your business. Like all of that stuff flows to you when you're in your natural element, when you're in and experiencing real joy. Everything just kind of naturally flows because your body and your energy is in a state of enjoyment, right? So the content's going to seem easier. That's why when I go and I paddleboard out and I'm doing my thing, that's why I have my phone with me, and I'll literally just pick it up at any random point, and I'll just be like, and I'll just record a piece of content. I'll just be like, oh, man, like you guys got to be experiencing this. And I'll be turning around and showing people what I'm seeing. I'm like, this is why we hustle and grind. So we can experience things like this. And I show people like, hey, you know, I get to do this every day. I get to teach people like you. If you want to go ahead to my channel right here, you can go see how you can do exactly what I'm doing. So you can come experience this. Come on, come with me on this journey. Let's go. And I'm doing that. And it's like, but like those content ideas just start to flow because my energy and my vibe is so high because I'm doing the things that bring me personal joy. So don't exclude that from your life. Don't be like, oh, I only got to hustle and grind. Like you got to focus on that balance too, because when you're in that vibe where, you know, your energy is at its peak and your vibe is at its peak, like so many things will become easier and you'll just become so much more focused. And it's a great feeling. It's such an awesome feeling.
And there's something specific that Daniel said just now that I want to pinpoint, and then we'll get to our announcement. So, be tagging your team. Tag the freaking team right now and say, yo, dude, hop in on this announcement now. Okay. Prep yourself. Something that I want to pinpoint out that Daniel just said. He said balance. Let's take that a step further. Harmony. A lot of you guys have messaged me even recently. You know who you are. And you have specifically said, I feel like I'm sacrificing time with my wife. I feel like I can't do it with my kids. I feel like I get distracted. I feel like I don't know how to prioritize. I want this. I want that. You know what you want. And then when you sit down to do it, you're like, blah, chaos, right? Kids in the background, not being able to do something. not having the amount of time that you wanted to knock it out. I get it. Hello, children. They're constantly interrupting me, right? But accept the belief in an instant that everything you do at every single moment you do it is exactly meant to be how it's supposed to be. Okay. The reason I said take it a step further, balance compared to harmony, is because balance, right, almost gives you like it's a sacrifice thing on a teeter totter. One hops off and the other one goes whoop, and it falters, right? Harmony, like in an orchestra, the piano, the guitar, the drums, the violin, the viola, the whatever, the bass, everything's in harmony and all work together. So don't have the belief that you're choosing work over your family, or you're choosing this over that. It's choosing all and having it be in harmony, and then knowing you can correctly prioritize without having to sacrifice a relationship or sacrifice something else. I struggle with that. I get it. But when I accept the belief that it's harmony rather than, oh crap, I'm going to really make people mad, I'm going to sacrifice this and that, then what's my vibe? Oh crap, I'm obligated. It's not working. Oh shoot, I got to hurry. And then I'm busy instead of productive.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Drill that into your head.
That all ties back perfectly into, again, that lesson, a lot of those lessons, especially, goals and accountability and time blocking. I mean, it falls right back into that, because time blocking helps you prioritize when is your business hustle and grind time. And then when is your schedule time for things that bring you joy,
right?
Like schedule in that balance versus trying to run around like crazy, where I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys have messaged me, you've messaged Kirsty, when you go to work your business and it's like you got kids and it feels chaotic and I just want to make short form videos and I can't because things are so crazy. This is where that time blocking comes into play. And to be honest with you, some of you guys need to really nail this one down, but more specifically, some of you guys will need, those of you guys that have family, those of you guys that have, roommates, other people in your homes, you guys really need to probably have a harder conversation with the people in your house, maybe family, spouse, significant other, whatever, and say, listen, here's my schedule. I really need your support with this. I really need your help with this. I mean, Kirsty, I know you've had to reach out to Brogan to say, listen, I'm going to record something. I need you to take the kids and make them somewhere where they're not here, as long as they're not in front of the computer, take them anywhere, go do something. So,
and the reason I'm okay with that now, you guys, because I used to think that it was like hey, Brogan, please take the kids. And then I'm sitting here in guilt, like, oh, I must be a crappy mom. I should be with them. Right. What belief helps me? Oh, I'm a crappy mom. And oh my gosh, I'm putting work before. Now my kids hate me. No, first of all, that's BS. Right. I know that. But in a moment like that, am I productive for the time he's gone with the kids if I have that guilt attached to it? No, that's what I mean by harmony. It's okay to work your business, just like it's okay to be a present parent, just like it's okay to go paddleboarding and to take Friday off. You've got to accept the belief. And what I mean by accept is ACCEPT. Accept the belief. Embrace the belief that everything you're doing in the moment you're doing it is exactly right. If you don't, you're going to have all those bad negative feelings, guilt, resentment, obligation. You don't want that. You want it to feel like it's coming from empowerment. Okay. So a couple seconds, you guys, you have a few seconds to start tagging your team and get them here, because we're about to do our announcement as Jocelyn gets mad. So hold on. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, guys. So we're going to be doing something that we haven't done in quite a while. And it's just proof time and time again that this process works, and it works extremely well. So last week, we did a webinar, and between, it was really just kind of to test a new flow and to test how we were presenting, and also to, really bring a new infusion, a new breath of life into our team. And obviously to, you know, to rank up because it's the August Accelerator, right? So we did a webinar last Wednesday, and I mean, the results were unbelievable. The results were really unbelievable. The presentation that we put out there was really great. The format in which we did it in was really great. We kind of nailed the points that we needed to nail. It was much different than any other webinars that we've done before. So the webinar VSL that you guys have access to, the webinars that we've done with you guys. Now, these are lead presentation webinars. These aren't, you know, a webinar just for you guys. These are where everyone invites all of their leads in and we do a presentation and then we close the sale for you. We did that last week, and obviously the results were really, really phenomenal. As a matter of fact, documentation beats conversation. You guys might have noticed that Kirsty went from kind of like the middle of the leaderboard and shot straight up to the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, it's because, you know, we did a webinar and we closed a whole boatload of sales, all in a span of like 24 to 48 hours. So plain and simple, guys, webinars work, and they work really, really well. So what we're going to be doing at the end of the month, we want to close out the month strong, is we're going to turn a Teachable Tuesday into a presentation webinar, meaning that we are going to actually get you guys a Zoom link, and we're going to literally go through and let you guys invite your leads to this webinar, and we're going to present to your leads for you, and we're going to close sales for you based on this new webinar flow that we just did. Now, there are some qualifications to this. There are some, you know, pieces of information that you need to know ahead of time, and we're going to be going over all of that tomorrow night during Teachable Tuesday. And then after we go over all of that, we're going to give you guys basically like a week to start preparing for this. You know, we'll get you guys the link. We'll let you guys start inviting your leads, but we're going to go over a specific, you know, a specific method, a way of doing this. So you guys really bring in good quality leads, and we can help close those leads for you and turn those into sales for you. But there's some specific things that you need to know. And more importantly, there's some specific things that you need to do. You don't need, we don't need cheerleaders on the webinar. We don't need you guys just being there being like, rah, rah, they're so great. SHG is the place to be. Like, no, we want you guys to be getting leads there so we can close sales for you. We want to get you guys sales. Like, you want to build and grow your team, or do you guys want to build and grow your team? Like, if that's what you want to do, pay attention on Teachable Tuesday tomorrow.
Yes.
So we could help you guys get people onto this webinar, and we can close sales for you.
Does that make sense, you guys? Did you catch all of that? Okay, so couple bullet points, and we'll let you off the hook today. Couple bullet points. Mark your freaking calendar now. Every single Tuesday should be marked. You should have that planned out, designated time, just as if your boss said, we have an appointment at 3 o'clock today. You couldn't just not show up. Like, you'd have to be there, or what? You'd get fired. Act the same here. Teachable Tuesday is a non-debatable. So tomorrow, a couple bullet points. Tomorrow, we're going to go over exactly what to do before, during, and after the webinar so that you can close a massive amount of sales. Okay. As Daniel and I do the webinar for you, we give a call to action at the end so people know you're following up. You doing it tomorrow in us teaching what to do, how to do it effectively before, during, and after the webinar. You're going to want to be there for Teachable Tuesday tomorrow. Mark your freaking calendar. I want to see 60 people live attending that webinar in our team tomorrow. Not 30 to 35, how we normally have. You should be there. You should lead from the front. If you want to know how to do effective webinars and have me and Daniel do the selling, presenting for you, and you're the guy in the back end doing all the right stuff before, during, after, because that's what we'll teach tomorrow. Mark your dang calendar. Be there tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern for Teachable Tuesday, so we can go over exactly what to do and prep for the team webinar Tuesday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's literally the same time as Teachable Tuesday, but instead of Teachable Tuesday via Zoom here in a week and a day, it's going to be a team webinar where we're closing a massive amount of sales for you, with you. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern, always Teachable Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, if you haven't registered for Teachable Tuesday, do you guys live under a rock? Tuesday.com, teachabletuesday.com. Go get registered. Go get registered right now so you can be there tomorrow so that you can learn what to do before, during, and after the webinar that will host for you on your behalf to close sales with you on August 30th. Don't just show up to Teachable Tuesday tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, great info. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Do it and do it and do
And
it
do
and
it.
do it. If you want to be in the top 10, super duper, do it. Okay. We want you to have your words match your actions. Literally putting your money where your mouth is. And what I mean by money is having a massive amount of sales within 24 hours. We're going to teach you exactly how to close a massive amount of sales within 24 hours. And then what does that do? Put you on the leaderboard literally with 1 day left, because the end of the August accelerator is Wednesday, the 31st. The timing could not be more perfect. But you now have to lead from the front and go do the thing, not just talk about it, not just wish for it, not just one day I'll get to it. No, now. Okay. And that's a wrap, man. Anything else?
That's it. I mean, plain and simple, just like our new VSL states that they haven't even heard that yet, but we'll get to that. Just like that new VSL states, do you want experts to do all of the hand holding and basically work for you while you just sit back and close sales? Like, that's what we're going to do.
No-brainer, huh?
That's what we're going to do. But you guys got to tune into Teachable Tuesday tomorrow to get all the deets for that. And make sure you guys are 100% in the know.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Okay, the end. If you did not attend live and you caught all of that, thank you for your time. Now go do the thing. All right. Go do the freaking thing. And we'll see you in the group. We'll see you on Teachable Tuesday tomorrow. Go get registered at Teachable Tuesday, teachabletuesday.com. Okay. Be there. Get your team there. 60 people attending tomorrow is my goal. I want to see it happen. And I need your help to do so. Okay. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Teachable Tuesday, going over details for marking the calendar. Hey. August 30th for a team webinar to close sales for you, with you, on your behalf. We'll see you guys tomorrow, if not before. And for those on the Teachable or oh my gosh, what day is it? MindsetMondayReplays.com. This still can apply to you. So still be able to catch the replay on Teachable Tuesday replays for August 23rd. See you guys there. Thanks.